Here we are at a dealership much like yours. I'm going to show you just how simple it is to prepare a vehicle for delivery to the customer. Let's get started. Here are the products and materials we'll be using today. For easy application, pour the products into the dispenser bottles. If the vehicle we're working on has factory shrink wrap, now is the time to remove it. If the vehicle we're working on does not have factory shrink wrap, now is the time to evaluate what type of prep the surface will need. If the vehicle has fallout issues, we suggest using Fallout Remover. It's a liquid product that can be sprayed onto a dry vehicle. Allow it to dry and then just simply rinse it off. If there's any fallout remaining on the surface of the vehicle, we recommend using a clay bar. The clay bar will remove any residual fallout left and leave the surface ready for paint protection application. While the fallout remover is drying, we can apply the fabric protection product because this is the one product that needs time to dry. Before applying the fabric protection, we'll remove all the protective plastic from the interior of the vehicle. Now that we've removed the plastic, it's time to vacuum the fabric areas of the vehicle. The vacuum will not only clean the dirt and contaminants out of the fabric, but more importantly, we'll get the fibers to stand up for a better application of the product. When applying the fabric protection, avoid the headliner and the seat belts. To accelerate drying time, we recommend rolling the windows down and opening the sunroof. The first areas of fabric protection application should be the trunk, floor mats, and then the rest of the vehicle, using back and forth overlapping strokes for complete coverage. After application, brush the treated areas to ensure product absorption into the material and to assist in drying. Depending on environmental conditions, drying time may vary. Now that we have washed, dried, and prepared the surfaces, let's talk about the proper application of the paint protection. First, let's select the proper applicator. We suggest the use of a foam sponge, which will not inflict any type of scratch to the painted surface of the vehicle. If using a covered sponge, we strongly recommend removing the terry cloth covering. Now that we have the proper sponge to use, we will apply a quarter size worth of product onto the dry applicator. Now we'll work the product into the sponge so we'll have a nice even application. Now it's time to apply the paint protection, starting with the top areas first, the roof, hood, and trunk or deck lid. Applying a thin coat in circular overlapping motions. Now, repeat this process for the sides of the vehicle. Continuing on, covering all the painted surfaces. After we have wiped the product off the vehicle, we will look for areas that might have been missed, such as cracks or crevices, or around the emblem areas. The next portion of the vehicle for paint protection application should be the bumpers, rocker panels, and painted chin spoiler areas. The last areas that we want to apply the paint protection to will be the headlight lenses and factory clear-coated aluminum alloy or chrome wheels. Allowing the paint protection to dry to a haze, we then remove it with a smooth cotton cloth, or for best results, a microfiber cloth. The next and last product to apply is the vinyl leather protection. We apply this product to a terry cloth covered applicator sponge. With the applicator sponge in one hand and a dry white terry cloth towel in the other hand, we apply the product to the desired surfaces, wiping on liberally. And coming back with the dry terry cloth towel, buffing the product off to the point where it is dry to the touch. When applying the vinyl leather protection, there are a couple of areas we will want to avoid. The first being the plastic lens covering the radio area, the second being the instrument cluster, and the third being the ring of the steering wheel. If we do happen to get some product on these areas, we simply take some tissue paper and wipe the lenses clean. Last, but certainly not least, we pull the vehicle out into the sun or a well-lit area to look for any uneven application. We want to view the finished vehicle in the same light and in the same way that the customer will be viewing the vehicle at delivery. Now that we've finished the vehicle, you can see just how easy this process is. Now the vehicle is ready for delivery to the customer. We would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this instructional video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact us.